What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and today we have some brand new Infernoble Knight support that will be in the newest set, Duelist Nexus, and I'm actually excited for this new support because, truth be told, if my laptop will let me go back to my fucking internet, to my web, truth be told, the Infernoble Knights actually did get quite a bit of support over the last couple years, but truth be told, a lot of the new support that we got didn't really work out so well, and I don't know what the hell happened, but my laptop just stopped working. I don't know what the hell's going on. I honestly don't. Let's see if I can. There we go. Okay, finally got it all situated. Anyway, the new Infernoble Knight support that we got over the last year or so, it was good, but it just needed a little more structure. And I'm gonna be honest, looking at the new support, it kind of looks like something out of the Fate series, which is kind of hilarious. But honestly, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the new cards are. So hopefully you guys are ready for for this video. If you guys are, and you guys want to see more new card discussions, I guess you could say, in the future, which get posted every Tuesday and sometimes on Wednesdays and weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And guys, we are currently 43 subs away from 200, which is quite the accomplishment after all this time. However, as I said in previous videos, if this channel gets to 200 subs, you guys see it. A Korean Strike of Neos booster box, completely sealed under the right light. There it is, completely taped. And maybe we might see the elusive Air Neos, the cover card. Maybe we might pull it. However, if the channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare. Will we pull it? Who knows? But hopefully, but if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, make sure you guys again subscribe to the channel, and let's make that dream a reality. And let's just get straight into it. Kicking things off, we have Infernoble Knight Ricardetto. I don't know how to pronounce Ricardetto. I butchered that one, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna call it Ricardetto. I believe that's how it's supposed to be, but it's a 1-star Fire Warrior tuner with 500 attack, 0 defense, and both of its effects are a hard once per turn, meaning both of its effects, you can only use it once per turn. And only once during that turn, if you will. So, again, a hard once per turn. The first effect reads: you can banish this card from your hand or grave, special summon a low 4 or lower Fire Warrior from your hand as a tuner. Not bad. Second effect reads: if this card is normal or special summon, you can target a low 4 or lower Fire Warrior in your grave. Except this card, special summon it, and you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except for warriors. And there's a note underneath that says, Ricardetto is just an Italian spelling of Richard, the brother of Bradamante and Renaud. Okay, so Richardetto? Richardetto? Or I think it's Richardetto. I believe it's Richardetto. I'm not so sure, but basically this has a sort of like a hand trap cyber dragon effect where you can banish the card from your hand and basically just summon out any 4-star and any 4-star fire warrior from your hand as a tuner, which there's quite a few that you can summon. I believe Fire Warrior. What are some good Fire Warriors? Give me a second, guys. Go to Nexus. Go to deck. And it's going to take a minute because for some reason the laptop won't load properly. I don't know why. There's a few. There we go. We'll choose Black Rose. We'll choose my Black Rose deck, which, by the way, guys, I am still trying to work on the update for the Black Rose deck. Obviously because of the ban list. Not sure how I'm gonna build it though. I'm not so sure. Let's see. No. Let's go. Attribute. We're gonna pick 4. And let's see what 4 stars we can muster. So any Fire Warrior, right? That's what it said? Alright, let's see. Let's go back. So Fire Warrior would be cards such as Ignite Templar, Ignite Paladin, the Battling Boxers, Evocator Chevalier, Blue Flame Swordsman, Rescue Ace Monitor would be a pretty funny one. The Vanquished Soul, Raisin, Master of Flaming Dragon Swords. That's a cool one. Excuse me. And then just pretty much like any other 4-star Infernoble Knight, which could be Magus, I believe is how it's pronounced. Battle Boxer Switch Hitter. Elemental Hero Blaze Man as well. Lava Blaster. You got a few. You got a few good ones actually. So yeah, so those are just some that they can use, that you can summon off of the first effect, and then the second effect, it's essentially a Monster Reborn. That's all it is. It's essentially a Monster Reborn. Not much left to say about it. Plus not only that, this card right here is basically an easy way to go into a level 11 synchro, such as such as the Hyper Psychic. Was it the Psychic and Punisher? Go into cards like Psychic and Punisher, Draco Berserker, just to name a few. Those are some cards that they can go into turn 1 just off of this card's effect, which is pretty nice. Another card that they can also summon off of its effect is this next one, which is known as Infernoble Knight Turpin, which is a 4-star fire warrior, 1400 attack, 1700 defense, and let's see, the first 2 effects are once per turn, which the first effect reads: if you control a monster equipped with an equipped card, excuse me, you can special summon this card from your hand or grave, but if it's summoned from the grave, banish it when it leaves the field. Second effect reads: if this card is in your grave, you can target a warrior monster you control, equip this card to that monster you control. The third effect reads: if the equipped monster is used as single material, you can treat it as a tuner. Yeah. Excuse me. So I mean again summon Turpin off of Richard Detto's effect. You can basically go into a little 8 synchro turn 1, or if you wanted to bypass the banish effect, you can always go into a rank 4 Xyz, which is a very high possibility. There's a note underneath that says Turpin is another name of Tilpin, a Roman Catholic bishop of 8th century France who got turned into one of the 12 peers. Okay, nice little history lesson right there. Next up we have Angelica, Princess of Noble Arms, which is a 5-star fire warrior synchro with 1200 attack, 2400 defense, and requires a tuner and 1 or more non-tuner. So, sort of generic. And both of its effects are already once per turn. The first effect reads: if this card is special summoned, you can add a card that mentions Infernoble Knight, Emperor Charles, or Horn of Oliphant from your deck to your hand. I believe the next one is Charles. No. I don't know. Horn of Oliphant. I've never seen that card before. Let me go to another deck. Horn of Oliphant. Here we are. Was that a new one or is that an old one? No, it's an old card. What does this card do? Activate. Let's see. It's a normal trap that says activate one of these effects. Banish 1 equipped spell you control or in your graveyard. Then you can destroy a card on the field. Destroy 1 roll-in monster you control. Then special summon in defense up to 3 fire warriors from your deck, whose total levels equal 9. But their effects are negated, and until the end of the next turn, after this effect resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except warriors. Okay, that's okay. Okay, I kind of get that one. Charles. The epic poem of Charles, was it? Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles is said, right? Yeah. Okay, so Emperor Charles, I've already talked about him on the channel, I believe, but it's a 9-star Fire Warrior Synchro, 3k attack, 2k defense, a tuner, non-tuner, pretty generic. Let's see, if an equipped spell becomes equipped to a monster on the field, even during the damage step, you can destroy 1 card of the field. During the end phase, you can equip 1 equipped spell from your hand or grave to this card. Then you can equip a Fire Warrior monster from your deck to this card as an equipped spell that gives it 500 attack, and you can only use each effect once per turn. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. So, alright, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see, the second effect of Angelica reads: when a card or effect is activated that targets this card, or when this card is targeted for an attack. As a quick effect, send a Fire Warrior monster from your deck to the grave and banish this card until the end phase. Then you can spell summon one rolling monster from your deck or extra deck. Alright, that's not bad. This is a good way to extend into a Emperor Charles at some point down the line in the duel, which is pretty good. Again, I've never worked with this archetype before. I've always wanted to, but I never got the chance to actually. So among the batch of new cards that we're getting, if you guys have any deck ideas, let me know down in the comments. Because I'm very curious about this archetype, but still, again, with Angelica, it's a great way to extend and be able to go into even more of your cards, which is pretty cool. Excuse me. There's a note underneath that says Angelica is a character from the various poems of the Matter of France, serving as a love interest for Roland. She just disappears from poems at one point. That's sad. That is sad. Next up, we have Charlemagne. Yeah, that's basically all it says. It just says Charlemagne. That's all it is. It's a Fire Warrior Link 1 with 3k attack, and its arrow is bottom. And it requires a level 9 Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles equipped with an equip card. And it has two separate effects. The first effect reads, if this card is Link summoned, you can target one Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles in your grave. This card's name becomes that monster's original name, and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. Then equip it to this card as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack. Okay, so Emperor Charles, basically we all know what it does. I just talked about it. It pops cards. Not too shabby at all. The second effect reads, once per turn, when a spell, trap, or effect is activated as a quick effect, you can send one equipped spell from your hand or face of the field to the grave, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So basically, it's essentially it's essentially a solemn judgment of sorts, which is pretty cool. So if you were to have this card plus what is it? Draco Berserker, Baron, and Psychic and Punisher with a few other cards, you essentially have a board of what? Of like what? 7, maybe 8 negates, 4 and maybe 4 disruptions. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But again, this is more of a solemn judgment effect, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have Infernoble Arms. Excuse me. Next up, we have Infernoble Arms Almes, which is an equipped spell, obviously, that says that both of its effects are a hard once per turn. The first effect reads, while this card is equipped to a monster, you can equip... Excuse me. You can equip one Infernoble Arms equipped spell from your deck or grave to an appropriate monster you control, except this card, then destroy this card. Alright, not too bad. If this card is sent to the grave because the equipped monster is sent to the grave, you can target one of your Fire Warrior monsters that is banished or in your grave, add it to your hand. So, this is basically Different Dimension Reincarnation DDR, but instead of special summoning the monster, you're adding it to your hand. So it's kind of like it's the effect is kind of similar to what's the card? Excuse me. What was it? double attack, wind, thunder, and water, was it? I don't remember. Let me go to the Gate Guardian deck, because I just did the Gate Guardian deck profile yesterday, which if you guys haven't checked out the profile, I recommend you guys check it out. Wind and Thunder. Sorry, Wind and Thunder. Double attack, Wind and Thunder is the name. Where with Wind and Thunder, the effect reads if you control a Gate Guardian monster, target a card on the field and destroy it. During your main phase, you can banish the card from your grave. Add one of the Gate Guardian pieces that is banished or in your deck to your hand. But with this one, with Almis, instead of adding it from the deck, you can also add it from the graveyard, which is pretty nice. It's a great extender to go into to help go into Charlemagne, which is pretty nice. Or rather help extend a little bit into potentially a Charlemagne, which is really nice. How many cards do we have left in this video? We have 1, 2 more cards to talk about, guys. So next up we have the Noble Arms Museum, which is the field spell, and it has 3 effects. The first effect reads: Fire Warrior monsters you control gain 500 attack. That's pretty nuts. I mean, just giving all of your fire monsters 500 attack, that's not bad. Not bad at all. The second effect reads: once per turn, you can pay 1,200 life points, add 1 Noble Arms card from your deck to your hand, except this card. So this is a great way to bring out cards such as Infernoble Arms Durandal, which can help you go into which can help you essentially make can help you go into pretty much any get like any fire warrior that you need, and you can just combo off from there, which is pretty nice. And then the third effect reads: once per turn, if you applied the second effect this turn, you can target 1 Noble Knight monster card in your back row, special summon it. Also, if you did not control Emperor Charles at activation, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for warriors. But if you do have Emperor Charles on board, then you can just summon out whatever the fuck you damn well please. There's a note underneath that says, this field spell is a museum, referencing to the fact that France alleges to still still possess swords such as Durandal, while the British did not have any physical evidence of swords like Excalibur from the Arthurian legends. Okay, all right, a nice little history lesson right there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'm not gonna say much about it. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, guys. And then the last one up is the Epic Poem of Charles, which is a normal trap, and both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads: reveal 1 Noble Arms equipped spell in your hand, and if you do, special summon 1 Infernoble Knight monster from your hand or deck. Then either equip it with the revealed card, or send the revealed card to the graveyard. Okay, alright, not bad. The second effect reads: you can banish this card from your grave, target 1 Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles you control, equip it with 1 Noble Knight monster from your hand or deck as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack. So again, this is another really good extender to help make your board Oh, hang on, guys. Hang on, my brother texted me. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, there we go. So, okay, now where was I? Oh, right, this. So with this card, it's a great way to help extend in not just into Charlemagne, but by banishing this card from the graveyard. Once you resummon Emperor Charles, if you have a second one in your graveyard, you can just extend combo off, and you basically have your board, which is really nice. Again, I've never worked with I've never worked with Infernoble Knights. I've always wanted to, but I never really understood how the deck was built, unfortunately. But with that being said, there's a note underneath that reads, "This card is a reference to the various poems written that make up the Matter of France, a collection of stories about Charlemagne and his 12 peers, the Paladins." Okay, nice little history lesson there. But this now brings me to the question of the day, which is this. Do you, with these new batch of cards, do you believe that the Infernoble Knights could potentially take over the meta? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more new card reveals in the future, which get posted every Tuesday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.